All right, ladies and gentlemen, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, we have the one, the only, the West Coast legend. We have Spice One on the line. How you doing this evening?
Hey, what's up, man? What's poppin' with you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. First and foremost, Spice, I just want to say quickly, thank you so much in advance for providing not only myself but the listeners with your time. I've been a huge fan for a long time, so it's an honor just to have you on my radio station.
Oh man, you already know it's been a long road, so it's always an honor to do, interviews with anybody and just let everybody know I'm still out here getting it in. If they ain't knowing, if they ain't been to my YouTubes or my IGs, you know what I'm saying, they need to. And, I guess it's an opportunity to let everybody know, I'm still out here getting it in.
Oh, most
So I
definitely.
appreciate that.
And you most definitely are putting in massive work as well, Spice. But I do want to ask you from the beginning, like, what made you decide to get into the music industry?
I just, it was more of a, at first when I was in school, it was like a class I was taking, like trying to get some type of good grade or something. But I always wrote poetry. You know what I'm saying? So, when and then I figured, I'll write, street poetry, spoken word and stuff like that. And when I was young, when I was a kid, so by the time hip hop came around and rap music came around, it was like right up my alley. I just put the words, the spoken word to the beat and just started doing my own thing.
And also, you were originally discovered by the legendary Too Short. If you don't mind me asking, how did you meet Too Short, and how did that come to be for you?
Well, his manager's niece. I knew his manager's niece, and I think we was at the mall one day, and I think some dudes was messing with her or something. We went over there and roughed them up real quick, and she told me that she said she knew who I was, just from my I guess from my gang, from my clique I was rocking with back then. And she was like, I heard you rap, and I was like, cool. She said, but they told me that her uncle was Too Short's manager, and we took it from there. Short called me the next day and came by and picked me up from school, and we hit the studio up, and it was going down. You know what I'm saying?
And not a lot of people, Spice, can actually say they got discovered by someone like Too Short, man. That must have been such a phenomenal feeling for you, just at the beginning of your career, being able to be noticed by an industry legend like Short.
Well, it was funny telling everybody at school that he was coming to pick me up, because they didn't believe me until he came and picked me up. We out there waiting in the front. They be waiting to see, and then he'd come through. And I was like, yeah, see, I told you, you know what I'm saying? So he was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he'd come like every other day and go to the studio, hang out, spit some rhymes. We actually did an album called The Dangerous Crew. I was only 16. We did the Dangerous Crew album. So, it's been a while.
And that's actually one of my next questions, was about the Dangerous Crew back in '88. I have to ask you, what was it like being a part of that group? And would you ever consider actually joining another group at some point in your career again?
Nah, it's kind of like, the Danger Crew is kind of like, it's more than a group to me. It was like more of a family like type thing. It's like something we all, connected to, from back in the day to now. It was a way for us to go to the studio and we can spit our rhymes and get some money. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about everything we just went through the day before or that day and get paid for it on some hip hop shit. So that was big for us. So man, I'm real thankful and and loyal to the game when it comes to the Dangerous Crew. I'm just an OG now. You know what I'm saying? We still got the young Dangerous Crew and everything. I mean, we all. I feel that. I'm a product of Too Short, NWA, that whole clique. You know what I'm saying? My shit comes from that. DOC, Ice Cube, Easy, Too Short, all of that.
And I do have to say, your genre of music, just like that, I find is 10 times better than today's type of hip hop, man. You guys had it down pat, and I really wish we can get back to that music substance. The five elements of hip hop. Get back to that. That's what we need, especially
Yeah.
in today's day and age.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, well, it's more singing now than it is rap. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They're not rapping. They got like a little melody today, 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 today shit. Today, and that's cool, but it's not. I can't say that's what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we saying something that we can't do, but I do different things. When I do my songs, like I might sing my hook or something like that. My I mean the artist in me just keep just wants to go all kind of different ways. So I try everything. You know what I'm saying? But my fans know what I'm good at, and I know what they want. I know what they want. So I give them that gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? That they're real. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with all of that said, yeah, it's kind of soft compared to what we used to do. It's kind of it ain't it's like it's concrete with the shit we used to do. I
And the,
think it has an effect on the world, basically.
And also, Spice, in the year 95, you released the album 1996, which actually reached number 3 in the top R&B and hip-hop albums. I have to ask you, how does it feel just knowing that album hit number 3? And of course, what's the story behind that iconic record?
1996 was more of a, I just felt like it was so much going on in '96, just like a lot of everything is going on now in 2020. This is how '96 felt, with the OJ trials and the Rodney King thing going on. There's just a lot of stuff going on in '96. Gang bangers at an all-time high. Just it was like the world was going crazy in '96 to me. And at that point, I was in my early 20s, so it was kind of like, how long am I going to live? Am I going to live through this? I'm riding around with all this jewelry on and this car. Somebody gonna try to kill me for this. So a lot of it came. Me writing that album came from thinking all of that stuff.
And the 96 was just it was most definitely a crazy year. But looking back at that year now, are you actually like satisfied with what you did in your career? Or is there actually more that Spice One wants to do?
Well, I'm more than satisfied as far as what I recorded and what I gave to my audience, and yeah, I'm happy with that. As far as the business side, it's like now, I had to, go back and learn the whole business over now, because I started so young, but, hey, it's like Gemini Man. You see the movie Gemini Man with Will Smith?
Great movie.
Yeah, it's like you going back to, I'm competing with my former self. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to hear my old music and I'm trying to give them some new music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm competing with the young Spice One as the OG Spice One. I try to give them some new music. They want to hear Welcome to the Ghetto. I try to give them some new music. They want to hear Trigger Got No Heart. I try to give them some new music. They want to hear 187 Proof. And so it's like, I'm trying to evolve and I'm trying to get, as an artist and still count now, stay relevant now, which my old music is helping me do. So it's crazy. It's like I say, it's like Gemini man to compete with my former self.
And also, the one thing I do want to ask you, Spice, because I've always wondered this. Before Tupac's passing, you were going to do a collaboration on an album together called One Nation. I have to ask you, how did you get connected with Tupac, and what's the story behind that collaboration that was about to happen? Like, what was One Nation supposed to be about?
One Nation was supposed to be about us getting together and like what they trying to do now out here on the street. Get our own label, start learning how to do our own business, run our own record labels and our own distribution and stuff. Uh, um, and a record label full of businessmen trying to succeed and exceed, to higher levels as far as when it comes to music and business and what we were gonna do. We wanted to take the word thug and make everybody want to be a thug. Um, as far as Thug Nation. So we wanted to make, we had to really put it on thick. That was the whole point of that album. We want to get everybody together and drop an album and let everybody know we rocking together. We're gonna get money together. We all out here doing it. You know, um, and I think he was going. He had just finished all of his death row stuff. Um, he told me he paid Suge off, and he wanted to start um, Thug Nation. So we finna rock real hard with that. So I continue rocking on with Thug World. You know what I'm saying? So I got my label Thug World now. So I'll stay tuned and shit.
And also, before we move on the topic of Tupac, as we all know, yesterday was the late great Machiavelli's birthday. If you don't mind me asking, like, what's one of
Right.
your most fondest memories that you actually share with Tupac?
Um, I think we was at the hotel, this hotel in L.A. and he kept trying to get me to talk to Chili from TLC, and I was like, man, she look cool, she fine in a motherfucker, man, but I'm not going over there, like tripping. He was like, man, go over there and talk to her. I was like, hell no, I'm not going over there and shit. So he said, I'm finna go tell her, you know what I'm saying? So, like I tackled him, we was wrestling and shit. I was telling him my hand over his mouth, and he was trying to tell her and shit. And they, Chili and T-Boz and they all looking over there at us, and like, what the fuck, what are y'all doing and shit. And I'm like trying to stop him from saying, Chili Spice want to talk to you and shit. That was like some funny shit. Like that was funny.
And there's a reason why I ask questions like that, because a lot of people when they talk about Pac, especially in interviews, I notice they almost focus on the negative. I wanted Pac was such a great humanitarian and such a great individual, and that's why I want people to realize that he was a great person, and stories like that it shows his his funny side, because everyone knows Pac had one hell of a great sense of humor.
Yep, and shout out to TLC, and, the OGs, and, that was kicking it back then, all that, how we get out.
And also, in the year '96, you appeared on the Red Hot Organization's completion CD, America is Dying Slowly, alongside other legendary hip hop artists as well. Can you tell us a story behind that CD, and what was it like actually doing just a charity CD for HIV and AIDS?
It was cool, I mean, I really enjoyed it because I felt like I was doing something that, positive for the community and for people around me. I felt the vibe, about saving some lives, and you know, um, just doing something real, positive for the people in the community. So the songs really came out, really, they was banging. You know what I'm saying? That's how, because we was like, this is for the hood. This is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, I mean, it was a lot going on back then. You know, it's like AIDS had hit the nation real tough, and you know, people were scared to, you know, literally have sex, like, you know. And I'm like, you know, damn, you know, this is crazy. You gotta tell everybody to strap up, you know. Let everybody know what's going on. They can't be scared to strap up, man. So yeah, you know, it was cool. It was cool giving them messages out.
And if you don't mind me asking, pertaining
And,
to that album, like how far did it actually like? How far did it go? Like, did it really make a big noise when that album came out?
you know, really, it did pretty good as far as because it was independent. It did pretty good, and it's still, you know, it's still doing numbers now to this day. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what's crazy about it. You know, there's songs on there that are, you know, what you call there's songs on there that you know that sound like they should be put out now. You know what I'm saying? Like universal music on there.
And also, one of your most well-known songs is actually called "Trigger Gots No Heart" from Menace to Society soundtrack, and of course your album 187. 187 he wrote. Could you tell us the inspiration behind that song, and what was it like actually having that your song on that amazing soundtrack?
You know, I had wrote the lyrics to that before I seen the movie. I had read the whole script too, and it was crazy because you know, I had wrote the song before I read the script, and it was crazy because it was like the song fit right along with the script. And I was like, damn, you know, this is crazy. Um, a lot of people liked that song in the middle of the movie. When I went to see the previews, you know, people who came out of when I went to go see the movie, I stood out in front of the theater at first, and like people, you know, people coming out crying and stuff. You know, girls coming out crying and stuff. It was like, you know, real, you know, I knew the movie was legendary. And, you know, I was like pissed off because I was supposed to be O-Dog. But, you know, and I was in Harlem when it came out. I was walking down the street, and I didn't think nobody would notice. And I turned around, and half of Harlem was following me like, hey, you know, Spice One.
Hey man, it
I'm
must
like,
have been one hell of a great feeling to have half of Harlem actually follow you down the street.
yeah, I turned around, there was a lot of people following me like, Spice, what's up, man? Hey. I was like, okay, this is cool, you know.
And I
Shout out
also
to Harlem,
recently saw
East
actually.
Coast.
Oh, sorry about that, Spice.
It's cool.
I was just saying I recently saw on your Facebook actually about Menace to Society that the role O Dog was originally wrote for you. Can you tell us a bit more about that and like what happened to your role as O Dog?
My you know, my management at the time, he didn't you know, he didn't really keep in contact with the Hughes brothers as far as when it came to business. Um, and they kind of shut the road down, you know. Next thing you know, he come to Ren's Tape. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy though, you know. He most definitely
Yeah, it's
probably
like,
probably got fired after that one.
yeah, I fired the hell out of that. I called like this big meeting and fired in front of a lot of people.
I don't
Get the
blame
hell
you
out of
though,
here.
man. You know what I mean? That was a huge opportunity. He dropped the ball. As a manager, you know what I mean? He should have called you like the moment he got off the phone. You know, 'cause that's a huge opportunity. Menace to Society, the Hughes brothers, back then they were huge.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
they were the Steven Spielberg of hood movies.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I still shoot movies today. And I'm
And,
telling you know how far my acting career would have went if I would have took that role and nailed it.
and also in the
So,
year '97, you released the album "The Black Bosilini," which actually featured the song "The Thug in Me," which is dedicated to Tupac. Can you tell us the story behind that album and of course that song?
the song I dedicated it to Pac because it was crazy because we had sat there and talked about doing a song called Thug in Me, and we both, when I separated ways, did a song called "Thugging Me," and before it dropped after he passed, so I dedicated it to him. Let everybody know. We be sitting up there chopping up game. You know what I'm saying? We might leave with the same concept for a song. But, the album. You talking about which album? It was the Thugging Me song was on the
The
Black
Black
Bosilini
Bosilini.
album. Oh yeah. Well, we had the thing. That's Machiavelli. I'm Bosilini. We had 45 Morelli. We had like these whole little names, little nicknames we called each other. Like from Italian, like from mobsters, whatever. I got my name from this hat called the Bosilino. And I just wanted to say Bosilini because it was different.
And I do have to
So
say,
yeah.
Spice, that's one of my absolute favorite records by you. I still bump that record like to today, like it came out yesterday, man. I gotta say that album from front to back is absolute fire.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I like listening to "I'm High." That's like one of my favorite tracks on that album.
And also, from the year 91 to 99, you were actually signed to Jive Records. Can you tell us a bit more about working for Jive? Like, what was it like working for them? Because in the 90s, they were such a huge record label.
It was cool, I would go up there sometimes. I would see Backstreet Boys, Will Smith. Um, you see a lot of people up there, a lot of artists. I was running the Uncle Short up there. Just up there recording or whatever, talking to the A&Rs and stuff. It was a cool label. They throw me birthday parties and everything. It's just that, in the end, we all know, the paperwork wasn't in favor of me.
Yeah, unfortunately,
But
with a lot of record labels like that, they really drop the ball on a lot of artists, and they really try to rip them off. Which honestly, I always felt, isn't the proper thing to do. If you sign someone, you should always treat them with as much respect as you possibly could.
Yeah, the coldest part about it is, um, you get out, they give you all of the money or whatever money they give you, but they don't tell you how to, what to invest in, or nobody's there to tell you shit. You from the hood, I like people seeing people do with money. All I had seen was drug dealers, buy houses and cars. So there's no one there to say, hey, start a business. This is how you start a business. Do this, do that.
And also,
So you
when
get
you
the
were,
money
oh, sorry about that, Spice.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, also when you were actually signed to Jive Records as well, yeah, your albums, sorry, 3 of your albums were certified gold, which probably now they're most definitely platinum. I have to ask you, how does it feel to have like 3 of your records actually certified gold and now possibly platinum?
Um, Man, it's like I'm ready to hit up the RIAA and have them send my platinum plaque because I know I'm platinum by now. You got nothing, huh? Yeah.
Oh, you most definitely are platinum, man. I can tell you that for a fact. The amount of amazing records that you produce, I have no doubt in my mind. Those gold records most definitely hit platinum at least more than once.
Mhm. Yeah. So you know, I really need to call and get those so I can post them up on my IG.
Hey man, most
I
definitely.
know they're gonna like.
Just having a record on your wall would actually just be phenomenal as well. Being able to in Thug World Music Group studios have your records up?
Mm. Yeah, hell yeah.
And also, when we're on the topic actually of Thug World Music Group, that is actually like your creation. If you don't mind me asking, what made you decide to start your own record label? And if so, who is also signed to your record label today?
Well, I have I have a few artists signed on my label. I have Q Bosilini. I got Flex One. I got Mr. Black. I have you know a lot of I was even dealing with MJG, Cats and Goody Mob. We run through Empire Distribution. We run through Sony Orchard Distribution. Empire's big still connected with Universal, if I'm not mistaken. We just trying to, push as far as we can, take artists and try to at least get them to the level to where they do get a major deal. Because, through our platforms, and we shoot our own videos, a lot of stuff is in-house. So, everything goes on Vivo. I wanted my own label because, I felt that I wanted to be able to release my own music when I felt like I wanted to release it. I wanted to, do my own album cover, as far as getting, I didn't know where the money was going. I wanted, any type of mistakes being made, as long as I made a mistake, I don't want to have to yell at nobody or nothing. It'll be my fault, that I don't succeed, you gotta learn everything. It ain't easy, man. It ain't just, people think it's just do a song and put it on YouTube. It's way more than that.
And also,
You
at least
gotta
at the
learn
end of
how
the
to.
day, you actually have the opportunity of owning all your masters as well. You don't have to answer to a record label. You can be your own boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to answer to anyone about anything. You just do your music and release it, market it as much as you can, and keep your masters and get your money. It's all about marketing when it comes down to it. It's all about marketing.
And of course, in 2019, so just last year, you released your newest album, which is called Platinum OG. Can you tell us the inspiration behind that record? And of course, where can our listeners buy or stream themselves a copy?
They can get Platinum OG on all the platforms, from Spotify to iTunes to everything. Wherever you can buy music at. Platinum OG was like like my kind of like my Chronic album. You know what I'm saying? Like I got all of the Outlaws on there except for the homegirl Storm. Shout out to Storm. She could definitely gonna be on the next album. All the Outlaws on there, Dead and Alive, and a lot of OGs on there. Big Mike, Richie Rich. Man, it's like really something to listen to. We definitely think of either All Eyes on Me or the Chronic album, because all my features on there is, the OGs. And the beats is like, West Coast bangers, West Coast knockers, with the bass lines and the bass and all of that. If you like those two albums, you definitely want to check out Platinum OG.
I most definitely agree. So everybody that is listening, if you haven't checked out the album, make sure you buy it today digitally, or most definitely stream it on Spotify. Support the real, support Spice One, an industry legend.
Man, Platinum OG would definitely have you fired up. If you listening and you looking to hear what Spice One, how he getting down right now, yeah, definitely go get Platinum OG.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Spice. I actually, when it actually was available for pre-order on Google Play, I pre-ordered my copy, and I've been jamming to it ever since, man. I got to say, it is a fine piece of work. That's why I want to suggest to everybody, get yourselves a copy. This deserves to be all over the world, man. That is a great album.
Man, thanks. Some of them verses I was on there getting down. I was fired up in the studio. Just writing back to back. I was in there working. Day by day, knocking down verses and features, getting features done and everything. Man, y'all check that out. It was live.
So the one thing I do want to ask you, Spice, aside from your new album, what is next for you? Is there anything else you want to promote? Anything I happen to miss during this interview that you want to let our live audience know?
Well, we're still working on I'm working on my new album, Forever 21. I got my video, 92 Octane out there, and we got me and Bosilini and Yuck Mouse got the OG status single out there right now. We got a lot of stuff out there right now, so y'all can really go out there and check us out. Everything is on YouTube, Spotify, everything. We got a lot of music out there. The Thug World. Spice One got a lot of new music out, so check it out. New videos. Definitely check out 92 Octane. We just released that like a week ago, and the video is out there. The actual song should be on Spotify in a couple of days. What's today?
17th.
Yeah, we got. I think it should be out on the 21st or something like that.
So most definitely not too much longer of a wait, just a few days.
Yeah. Definitely, you can be able to download it on Spotify within a few days, but you can watch the video now on YouTube and Vivo. It's called 92 Octane. That's the latest I just released, and we're working on doing this single with Rick Ross and the remix to the Rolls Royce stuff. So, man, we got a lot going on. We're shooting our own videos now. We're just having fun with it now. So y'all stay tuned. Shit.
So, Spice, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that comes onto the radio station. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to, and of course your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you if they're not already doing so, which I hope they are following you because you are Spice One.
Hell yeah, definitely, man. You guys can get at me on Instagram at The Real Spice One, and you put in with the number 1, The Real Spice One, and on Twitter it's The Real Spice One, and spell out the one. And my Facebook is just Spice One, my fan page, and you can check me out on all my social networks. I do. I just now started doing what is it? TikToks. So y'all look at me to be dropping some TikToks too. I got TikToks. I drop a lot of TikToks on my Instagram with me, rapping and spitting out in the studio and stuff. So y'all should check that out too.
And so, Spice, I do got to say quickly before I let you go, thank you so much again for coming up on the radio station. I've been a fan for many, many years, and I do want to say, Spice, thank you so much for just the years of phenomenal music. I can say it not only for myself, but the listeners as well, man. Your music most definitely has a special place, not only in with hip-hop, but with the fans as well. So thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to more legendary Spice One projects in the future.
Man, and thank you for having me on your show. I'd like to thank all my fans out there for when they buying my albums, and I had to pay my way out of the gun cases. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't locked up, so thank y'all. Man, I had to keep some heat on me, man. I had a lot of jewelry and money on me, so I had to pay my way out of a lot of gun cases. So if my fans didn't buy my records, I wouldn't have been able to get up out of there like that. So thank y'all for keeping the G up out of there, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the G straight. Let me ride around and hit switches in my 6-4 state and make sure I'm safe.
Hey, most definitely, Spice. You already know, man. You know us fans, we got your back, man. You drop a record, we're most definitely gonna snag a copy.
You already know, man. Good looking.
All right, I do want to say, Spice, thank you so much again. I won't keep you because I know you're a busy guy, but thank you so much again, man, and most definitely stay safe out there during this terrible pandemic.
Okay, hell yeah. And everybody, if you play 2K20, get at me on 2K20. Spice motherfucking one. You'll see me on MFKN1. Spice MFKN1. 2K20. Let's get it.
Hey man, you know what? Spice One just gave you guys an open challenge. So you know what? Let's see if you can beat Spice One. Let's just say I don't personally I think Spice is gonna kick y'all asses, but you know what I mean. Let's try it out.
Yeah, I got skills. They ain't know it. Let's let them know.
You already know, Spice. Thank you so much, man. Have yourself a wonderful night. Enjoy that 2K20.
All right, man. Be safe.
You as well, brother.